The night was unusually heavy. No wind, no sound, just a thick silence pressing against the cottage walls. Elara, an old woman who had worked this land for 50 years, was in a deep sleep when a sharp, desperate cry shattered the quiet. It came from her goat pen. She woke instantly, her heart hammering against her ribs. She knew that sound. It was the sound of terror. Without wasting a second, she grabbed her lantern and a heavy iron staff she kept by the door. Her hands, worn and wrinkled, trembled slightly, but she moved with a purpose that defied her age. Lawns, as she unlatched the heavy wooden gate, the goats were panicked, huddling in the far corner. Then, her lantern light caught a pair of glowing eyes high up in the rafters. It was a black eagle lattle. In these hills, the old folks called them soul stealers, believing their presence brought nothing but misfortune and famine. Bland's her fear instantly flared into a protective rage. "Not my flock!" she hissed. She swung the heavy staff with a strength born of desperation, striking the bird. The eagle fell, wings crumpled and lifeless. Elara leaned against the pen, catching her breath. She felt a surge of relief, certain she had just banished a curse from her home. But as the dust settled, she noticed a movement near the hay troughs. A small, sleek, red fox lox stepped into the light. It was small for its kind, with bright, curious eyes and a bushy tail. It didn't run. Instead, it tilted its head and let out a soft, whimpering sound. Elara lowered her staff. "Oh, you poor little thing," she whispered. "You must have been terrified of that monster in the rafters." The fox looked so fragile, almost like a lost pup. Instead of driving it away, her heart softened. She went back to the house, brought out a bowl of fresh milk and some scraps of meat, and set them down. "There you go, little one. You're safe now." She even reached out to pat its head before heading back to bed, a tired smile on her face. A morning light touched the fields. Elara walked toward the pen, expecting the peaceful sight of her goats grazing. But the moment she opened the gate, the lantern slipped from her hand and shattered. The pen was a graveyard. Her goats lay silent, their throats torn, the ground stained deep red. In the center of the carnage sat the fox. It wasn't whimpering anymore. It was calm, methodically cleaning the blood from its fur, its eyes cold and satisfied. The soul stealer she had killed had been the only thing keeping the predator at bay. Elara sank to the dirt, her eyes filling with tears of bitter realization. She whispered to the empty air, "I struck down the one who guarded the heights and welcomed the one who sharpened its teeth in the shadows." This is the trap of our own minds. We often fear what looks powerful or strange, and we hand our trust to what looks soft and familiar. But beauty is not a badge of goodness, and strength is not a sign of evil. We must learn to look past the surface, or we risk destroying the very things that keep us safe.